On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
Don't know as an adult what that means for you. It's just gonna call, you're gonna be those people who end up divorced, at what, that 30, 31 after those 20s that were like, so I do think it's really important to focus on yourself and making sure that you're whole as a person. And also a lot of people, especially in our community, have childhoods that they have to recover from. Mm-hmm. So I think recovering from trauma, so that you can actually be whole as a person that starts like a new leaf of family and generation and doing things a better way with your kids. You have to deal with that stuff though. You have to deal with it. A person is not supposed to fix it or fix you or be the solution and make you complete and all what these things people say. You need to really get those things and deal with that trauma yourself in order to be the best for your partner. And then obviously there may be, things to maintain that a person that loves you will help you, but get your baggage together.
I did say that.
Say what?
I said
she said she wouldn't say that.
I'm saying I wouldn't say that because if it hasn't happened and it hasn't come out her mouth, you're basically saying, oh, it's coming.
No, you said you would say not yet.
No, I said I wouldn't say not yet because it's basically saying that it's coming, even though it hasn't came out. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I mean, I already said what I said.
No, I mean, really, I'm trying to listen because I mean, you are like the Riddler with your words. You know what I'm saying? So maybe I don't have the proper context. What did you mean by not yet?
Context is again, when Kevin Samuels asked her directly, and you only know what people put out in public sphere, so we don't know. Cool, I said that right. When Kevin Samuels asked her directly, said casually, "You're married, right?" and didn't respond. She just right.
But what's a nod? Is a nod a yes or a no?
Sure, it's a yes.
Okay.
It's an
wait. So what did you interpret from that, Rilla? Did you interpret like she was saying no?
I'm not gonna do this with you, man.
No, I'm asking. I'm asking for clarification.
No.
I'm genuinely asking for clarification, bro.
No. I want everybody else to answer, then we can come back and deep dive.
Yo, Rilla,
Rilla, don't do what Kate said you was doing the other day.
Nope.
What's the lotto number since you know the
Y'all be weak in the knees. Stand up. Stand up.
JR, okay.
I'm tired of that. You put it 5 times. You already did it 5 times.
Negroes get a new
Rilla, stand 10 toes down. Stand 10 toes down, Rilla, on what you said and own it. What did you mean by saying not yet?
If you can read the future, just tell us.
All right, y'all. Let's and again, let's just try to keep it at surface level because we're gonna break that conversation down. I got a few things I want to ask you guys outside of that. So Kay, coming to you. To focus on yourself, focus on your success so you can choose your man, stop making men the prize. What are your thoughts about those particular phrases and why?
I think that as you're growing up, a teen in your young 20s, whatever, that your parents should have encouraged you to do certain things to make yourself into the best person that you can be. And then with that will come, hopefully whatever you want in terms of a mate. Anton kind of said something similar earlier in terms of people focusing on themselves and whatever. And then the women will come along with that. I think that as a woman, if you, make yourself just into the best version of yourself, that is how you are more likely going to attract the best possible mate for yourself.
Definitely. I agree with Kay. I believe somewhat what they said at a standpoint at a younger age is definitely important as women. You focus on yourself, making sure that you're emotionally stable, available, mentally, physically, spiritually. Like you got to make sure you're somewhat whole before going out there and looking for a man, because if you're not up to par in those sectors and you're trying to out there date, it's kind of gonna backlash on you. Mm-hmm. So I would definitely suggest women working on themselves and making sure they're at that point of a woman and being a wife and being that type of person that a man will want in their household, because shoot, a lot of times you don't know what people is going through mentally and physically, emotionally. They can have a good facade. So I definitely suggest women to focus on themselves, before you reach out to find a king or something of that nature. So
Talk to him, Island. I ain't even calling you Q tonight. I'm gonna just call you Island.
All right. What about you, Courtney?
I know Courtney gonna kill it. Give her a second. Go ahead, Courtney. I've been waiting for Courtney to talk all night. Go do your thing, Court.
No pressure, Courtney.
Hold on, wait a minute. I seen a short from Courtney. I said Courtney out here looking like a snack. Go ahead, Courtney, do your thing.
Sometimes I can. Okay. Sometimes. But no, I agree. Well, I agree with the ladies. I think when someone says, especially when another woman tells another woman, focus on success, I think it's automatic. That means career. Success looks like something different amongst women. So again, my success is always family oriented. However, me focusing on myself does not mean that I'm focusing on being selfish, just me. When you do that, then the outcome is you're going to be by yourself. So focusing on yourself literally means what Island said. Get yourself together mentally. If you've had trauma, go to therapy, get that together, because don't nobody want to mate with no one crazy. Get your body together, be healthy. You want to.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Don't nobody got time for that. So definitely spiritually get that together. So yourself, I would like to rearrange it and say, focus on yourself so you can be the best woman for your partner, for your children, for your family, for your friends. So who you are as a person is going to affect the people that you're around. So yeah, focus on yourself. You are what you attract. So if you're a hot mess, you're going to attract a hot mess.
Get it, ladies.
All right, Kayla.
Well, I mean, ladies, y'all have said everything that I probably would want to say. I do think that the most important thing also in focusing on yourself is to ensure you have a more successful future. Because when you're young and you don't focus on yourself and you don't really know who you are or where you're at, or any of that, as you get older, things will start changing. And if you permeate yourself into a situation and then things start changing because you don't really know who you are or really like what you need, what you require as a person, and maybe you are just emulating, things you've seen as a child or as a teenager or whatever, but you don't know as an adult what that means for you. It's just going to call, you're going to be those people who end up divorced, at that 30, 31 after those 20s that were like, so I do think it's really important to focus on yourself and making sure that you're whole as a person. And also a lot of people, especially in our community, have childhoods that they have to recover from. So I think recovering from trauma, so that you can actually be whole as a person that starts like a new leaf of family and generation and doing things a better way with your kids, you have to deal with that stuff though. You have to deal with it. A person is not supposed to fix it or fix you or be the solution and make you complete and all what these things people say. You need to really get those things and deal with that trauma yourself in order to be the best for your partner. And then obviously there may be, things to maintain that a person that loves you will help you, but, get your baggage together.